Semi-final curse, no more. As Bruno Fernandes' time, Edinson Cavani, Paul Pogba, Luke Shaw, Mason Greenwood all combined in a Manchester United 6-2 win over Roma in the semi-final first leg of Europa League at Old Trafford. And it was actually so fascinating because the first half was a mixed emotions because those two goals that we conceded after getting a goal first with brilliantly worked goal. Let me be honest, brilliantly worked goal. Bruno Fernandes dinked the goalkeeper, Paul Lopez, and then it was very well worked from Cavani and Paul Pogba. And to give away that lead to two sloppy goals, lackluster goals, and for that penalty, it was Paul Pogba. No one in his half mind would even have two hands above your head, actually, not even in an unnatural position. It was like he literally put his hand up like that. Who the fuck does that? Who the fuck does that? No one does. And Paul Pogba deservedly given a penalty, and it was so embarrassing. It was so embarrassing to watch it from him because that was in no way going to be changed to, just a foul or just a soft one, because it is clearly a penalty. And they score because David De Gea, don't get me started. And then the second goal, Edin Dzeko gets in between the two centre backs, and it is actually so tough to do that. That's actually a so tough position to be there, and you just leave him. Maguire just leaves it, and it goes to him, and it's 2-1 in a flash. That was annoying, and it was a good character. Again, you could call as a second half FC because that was great character. And this team is beautiful. This team is beautiful. They make you cry under many circumstances, but they still believe. They know that they have actually been knocked out of 4 semi-finals, and this time they can't afford to do that because we are in a great form. We're picking up great form. We may be, conceding goals at the back, but still, you can actually have a confidence that Cavani, Pogba, and Rashford, and Bruno, and Luke Shaw has been in the team, and you can guarantee goals that we can score some beautiful goals. Just we need to be clinical enough. I get that. A 6-2 win in the first leg, the tie is completely over. But if you ask the players, Bruno and Pogba, they said it's still not over yet because they have those 2 goals advantage. Obviously, they won't be getting 4 goals from there, but still, it would be a decent one because we can actually rotate against them in the second leg, and the biggest game, Liverpool, is coming up next, so we can focus on that and rest some players for the Roma second leg. So we'll be talking about this in brief in the video, so without wasting any time, let's get this started. To start with the lineups, it was actually a predicted lineup because with midfielder McFred, Lindelof, Maguire, Van Bissaka, Luke Shaw has to be one of those obvious things, and De Gea slowly shifting from Premier League to Europa League because he has been doing to that level and he deserved to be there or not. You can't say, but me as a fan, it's so sad to see him like that. But we need to be doing that, and Ole was so bold enough to do that. With Pogba on the left and Rashford on the right, you could say, and Cavani in the midfield. Cavani in the strike number 9 position. So it was actually so guaranteeing goals as we discussed in the first part of the video, and it was guaranteed goals. 6-2, 6 goals, 5+ goals again for the 9th time under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. The stats won't matter till we get a trophy. We need to be going en route to the final of the Europa League, which is set for us in Gdansk, and we can be doing very well. So lineup, and it was very good start from Manchester United. We had the ball. Roma was actually sitting back, and they weren't ready. And we had that first goal. It came from Pogba actually dragging those players and coming into Cavani. A one-time through ball to Bruno Fernandes and tinkered about Paul Lopez, and it was a great goal. That was actually a good start in the 9th minute of the game, and it is actually the start that we wanted because we needed an early goal because we don't want to have it till that, in the end, like we did for the AC Milan game, the first leg, and in the second leg too had to have a winner. So we need a goal early, and this has to be one of those things. We play at home at Old Trafford, and we actually should take care that we don't concede a goal which make it an away goal advantage for FC Roma. So AS Roma. So it is actually disappointing to concede 2 goals anyways, because in the first half, sloppy goals, man. And it's actually so sloppy because Pogba penalty, straight away a penalty, and it was so lackluster to actually track a man. Pellegrini was so free in the box, and he couldn't actually leave a player like Lorenzo Pellegrini so free in the box, so fucking free. He can do anything. 2 goals he has been involved in both the goals, and he has been one of the main threats. We were actually glad to see small Dini back in Old Trafford, but you could clearly see the reason he was left, the reason he isn't brought back, the reason he isn't in our plans, because that's the way he would be doing against the bigger oppositions in the bigger stages of the competition. He's vulnerable, man. He's absolutely vulnerable, and he has been doing that all over in the Jose Mourinho's reign, and under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer you can't be doing that. Maybe Maguire is surely a step up when you compare him to Chris Smalling, and it is obvious because Chris Smalling has been doing so bad in the air. So Cavani, Bruno Fernandes, Paul Pogba were actually so free in the box, and he couldn't do anything. He couldn't actually put a foot right in front of them, and he was so panicking and giving those reckless fouls away, and it was actually not at all helping for Roma. They had that lead which was gifted purely by Manchester United. They didn't do anything. They got a penalty in the first half for an equalizer. That was actually their first attack of the game. Then luckily got a penalty from Paul Pogba, and it was a gift. The second goal, it was one of those good attacking plays, and I don't remember any other attacking offensive play that actually Roma put in us and we had to actually defend. Nothing. Paul Pogba. I've put out this name so many times, so far, long time ago, but it's been a while now. Paul Pogba has been one of the most influenced player in this Manchester United lineup. You say Bruno Fernandes, you say Edinson Cavani, but Paul Pogba has been doing this every game with Bruno Fernandes, and these two duo, when they come up on the pitch, they look something different, a different gravy, and they crave for that goals. And with Edinson Cavani in that lineup, they three work like a monster mentality. So semi-final, and they three needed to work out. They need to give their best. They need to give their 100%, and the three of them has been absolutely phenomenal this game. Paul Pogba, I'll be just giving you a short story about him. So it's been my problem, it's been my bad habit that I've just criticized the players for the first half of the game. This time it's Paul Pogba and Fred against Tottenham Hotspur in the first half because he was so awful. He was so awful. And Pogba, for that penalty, it was a schoolboy error, man. Actually a schoolboy error, because no one does that. If you are sliding in for a tackle or trying to block a shot, you at least have your hands at the back. That is actually so risky. Not everyone could do that, but at least have it down. No one does it like that. So that pissed me off, and I lost my mind because that was so annoying, because this is actually one of those bigger stages of the competition that was unacceptable. So I was pissed off. Really could see that. And if you're here, you should actually follow United Vanfer on Instagram, and you could put a follow, and I could be putting up some reviews in half-time and full-time analysis. We could be talking about much more my reviews, my opinions on that. So put up a follow. I'll be putting up the link, and you can surely follow it. And in Twitter, you can follow Dinesh Nexus, and then DBN Opinions on YouTube. So do it. Can rotate. That's a big advantage for us. That's a big advantage for us, and it is going to be a healthy squad that needs to be, given some kind of rest. Van Bissaka was given a week rest when we had a midweek off in for the Leeds game, for the Burnley game, and then for the Leeds game he was so brilliant again. And then playing like Bruno Fernandes, he was actually so magical for us. 74 appearances for this club, 60 goal contribution. That is actually insane. Tell me a player who has more goal contributions in that midfield role across all competitions in Europe. This guy is simply magical. Portuguese Magnifico for a reason, and we can be talking about him for a long while. I can be putting my agenda and can be putting so sweet words against him, for him, sorry, and I'll be putting it against you, and that would never end. So if you are arguing with me for Bruno Fernandes, you better you watch him out for Bruno Fernandes, because he is gonna actually trouble you with your numbers, with the numbers that he has been put in, and he can do the impossible. And we are so lucky to have him in the pitch wearing that red shirt, not that Spurs or Manchester City shirt. I couldn't imagine it. He selected them over us, because that would be pain. Actually pain. I can't even think about that. And Paul Pogba, we should convince him to stay. Edinson Cavani should be staying for at least one more year. And Jadon Sancho can be coming or not. We can say that all along, but these are just hopes, man. Just hopes, and that's gonna kill us. Glazers out. Hashtag. Just get that done. Get that trending again. 6-2 win for Manchester United at Old Trafford against Roma. First leg sorted. Second leg, a huge rotation expected. Amad Diallo, Greenwood, everyone can come in. Daniel James. No one is going to criticize Ole. Next is Liverpool. We have to be focusing on that. That is a must-win game, because we need to be doing that. Because we have lost a title to City, because we can actually close the gap. We can expect, Manchester City to go down against Chelsea, maybe, or a 0-0 draw, or a 1-1 draw, or 2-2 draw. That would actually be so effective. And many other teams are coming. I guess Everton is gonna come up against Manchester City too. So we can expect they can slip up, we can close the gap, and we need to be winning from now on. So Manchester United, are you entertained? So if you like the video, please hit that like button, and wait to subscribe, please hit that subscribe button. So my earphones are on, so low mic today, so earphones are on. I look like a clown here, but still, it's everything going good for Manchester United. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer as a manager has generated that trust in the fans that he is actually going to be successful. He said that he's going to be successful in this club. He's going to be successful here, and some players won't be part of it. And yeah, he's right. Some won't be a part of it. May that be one of those big guys who will be leaving. And Herrera, he left, and then Lukaku wasn't there. Ashley Young was never gonna be here, and Paul Pogba, will he stay or not? That is gonna be a big decision. Edinson Cavani was a dream, because we didn't expect him to come here, because he was actually emergency signing. No one would have. We weren't even linked to him, and we finally got him, and he was one of those big advantage for us in point of experience, you could say. But we need a striker. We need actually a right winger and defensive midfielder. A defensive midfielder and right winger should be must this summer. Jadon Sancho, a defensive midfielder, Bissouma, Declan Rice, anything could actually work. So we need to work on that. We need to work on that. And Ole has his plans ready. I guess he has his plans ready. Thus, that owners has to do something, which we are. Let's forget about it. Let's forget about it. Let's hope everything goes very very well in this Manchester United club, and we can go back to top and through to final of the Europa League. We will be playing on, I guess, the first week of May, the second leg. Until then, Liverpool will be coming in, and many other Premier League fixtures, and it's the final part of this Premier League season, and it's going to be rusty. We need to be winning those games, and as usual, we can do it very very often. It's so possible with this squad. So yeah, here we go. So we'll meeting in the next video. Until then, stay home, stay safe.